Okay, YouTube stream. Okay, and we're live. Wait, you already opened it? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I can post this on my Instagram real quick. Let's see. Oh, RGBKB. This is Ino Mushuki. He's one of the creators. He takes really good photos. And didn't you use, Frank, didn't you use a split? Which one? Was it the Lily? Frank used one of the more unique layout keyboards. I don't remember. It was some kind of split, but I don't remember which one it was. Sorry, it just all kind of like blends together. Is that the one it is? I was actually thinking of content creators that use like Ergo. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So Frank actually has EXP has experience with column stacker. Oh my gosh, it's like experience, not EXP. Okay, let me post this. Well, let me send the picture, but I'll post on my Instagram. Okay. Okay. YouTube is live. Everything is live. Okay, we're good to go. Thank you guys for waiting. At this point, I actually have keys. So here's the cool thing, because I actually had someone DM me and they're like, I love the keyboard, but I don't have yellow keycaps. And I was like, well, guess what? It will come with keycaps. All you need are switches. Like don't worry about color matching if you can't, because you'll get the keycaps, right? Yeah, all you need are the switches. Okay, let me put this up. Alright, you guys. So, today, we are building the banana keyboard. Isn't it so cute? So, I mentioned the story at the start of the stream, but now that we're live everywhere, hi Hammer. So basically, I saw Kinu repost a story, and I saw it and I was like, I freaking love it. As you guys know, like, I'm a big fan of stacked acrylic and weird shapes. And so this, while it's not stacked acrylic, it fits the weird shape checkbox for me. So followed the designer, was like, it is so cute. And then designer reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to build it. So here I am, right? It's so cute. There is the product page, but there's actually a domain webpage for it, like a specific domain page. Let me see, why is it not posting? Paste. So the one that I have linked is the actual product page, but that website is the quote-unquote like specific banana keyboard, and it's so cute, right? It has all the details, and I think my favorite thing is the nutrition facts, which is all the different kits that you can get, right? So this one, so cute. So basically, if you decide to print it yourself, it's 150. ASA printed, ASA printed is 175, or you can get a pre-assembled for 200. Oh my gosh, 225. Oh my god, my dogs. Hold on. Baby, what are you doing? Sorry, this is my dog. But yeah, the cool thing about this one is that keycaps will actually be provided, which is like almost not heard of unless you buy like a pre-built. But keyboard will come with keycaps. So if you're worried about matching, I'll show you the keycaps in a little bit. But if you're worried about matching, depending on the kit you buy, you will get the keycaps. Or I think all the kits come with the keycaps. So that's really nice. But yeah, so today we are building the banana keyboard. As you can see, right, it is ortho. So I think the exact name is what? Staggered ortho. But correct me if I'm wrong. But it is an ergo board. Column staggered. Okay. Columnar staggered. Oh, Wingnut, thank you for the resub for 5 months. Is it? No, so this is actually supposed to be an encoder, and the designer, who's RGBKB, talked about how originally was going to make it a joystick, but didn't want to deal with like the joystick. What is it? It's the one where your joystick gets stuck. I forget what it's called, the term for that. Oh man. Yes, joystick drift. Yeah, stick drift. Yeah. So didn't want to deal with that, so decided to go with more of like encoder base. Yeah, so 5-way switch. Yeah. But as you guys can see, right, here's the top. See, it is a small board and it is split. So here you have the top of the banana, the bottom of the banana, or if you're a freak, this is where you open the banana from. I don't know why people do that. It just seems so weird, but aside's the point, right? It is a split keyboard, right? And then there is this in the middle, and looks like, so it looks like the USB port is right here. Oh my goodness. Right? Who? Monkeys open banana from that end? Yeah, see, Vin's one of the weird ones. So total keys, 48. Yeah, 48 keys, right? And then you have the nav switch, which is in the middle. This is going to be using vial. And then looks like, let's see. Well, actually, we'll just look at the case itself. So here's the top. Woo! Here's the side. So look at all the side, right? And you can see it's also the USB port. Here's the back. Ooh. So I guess you're not actually supposed to take the board apart, but if you wanted to, I'm guessing you would open it from here, potentially, right? If you wanted to. It says it's gasket mount and uses silicone rubber bottom layer. This bottom weight, it says 1.5 mm steel bottom weight, but the case itself is ASA printed, right? And then you can see up close. Oh, okay, you do, okay. You pull on the steel from the USB port. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, so it's like magnetic. Okay. So no screws, but you do take it apart. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So here's the board deconstructed. No, you're supposed to take it apart. I thought you just push the switches in, but you can take it apart. It's actually held together by magnets. There are no screws, which is why I was confused. Yeah, so I did get a goodie bag. So it comes with a stand right here. Here are the keycaps that you get as well, right? And then here's like my bag of extra stuff, right? Oh, I see. Okay, cool. You don't need stop content. Okay. Okay, so if anyone buys this and you guys are building this board, you do have to take it apart, even though there's no screws. It's held together by magnets. So I'll show you guys once again. But so this is the steel plate, right? And then you're gonna pull it aside, pull it open from the USB port. So it's held together by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And it would just go on right here. It's pretty strong. Jeez. Yeah, it's a pretty strong magnet. But you would just open it from right here. So looks like it opens from the right side. And then inside the keyboard, you have this, which is on the back of the PCB itself, and then this is the switch plate, right? So it would go right here, and then this part would go right here. So like that. Cool. So we'll look at each part individually, but top case is going to be ASA printed. Steel plate right here. You do have this backing, just the silicone backing, silicone rubber bottom layer, and then here is the PCB, right? So looking at the PCB in the shape of a banana, it's so cute. You have per key RGB. Looks like no underglow, but it is per key. You have like a physical reset and a boot button, right? You can see the USB ports right there. Uses hot swap. And then here is your switch. Ooh. But the keyboard sure if you, yeah, so basically to prevent this from touching, you have this. Let me close my door. I have it open because Ginkgo likes to go in and out, but Dodo keeps barking, so. Dodo. I was sent a QR code. Oh, this is the breakdown of everything. Oh, I didn't see this QR code until now. Okay, thank you for the build guide. I'm so sorry, I didn't see everything till now. It all makes sense. Okay, let me pull this up on my computer. Okay. So it's actually sent the build guide. I didn't see this QR code until I looked just now. Okay, cool. You have a lot of things. Is this public? Can I show this? Okay, just making sure. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the build guide. So there is a build guide. The board is all open source, by the way, so if you guys wanted to, you could print one yourself. But here we are. So you can see the breakdown of everything, right? Yeah, pretty cool, right? Here's the prep. Here's how you print it. That's really nice, providing that. And then assembly right here. And then flashing. Cool. I'm bringing this to Keep Life, so I will have it there. Okay, so cool. We'll look at the switch plate. So it looks like this is also printed, and it looks like it has tabs, right? So these are the O-ring points, I'm assuming. Onto switch plate. Okay, yeah. So looking at the plate, right? So it uses these like small O-rings, but you would put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see it has been printed out right there. So I was under the impression, before I knew there was a build guide, that it was just, you know, push the switches in and you're good to go, but that is not the case. You do have to disassemble, right? And the board is O-ring. So you can see that these tabs fit in, right? But it does have like the slight circular space for the O-rings to fit in. So, like that. Cool. Okay. But yeah, this is the board deconstructed. Pretty cool looking. The 3D printing is cool. I wish I could 3D print. Like, I wish I had space in my own home to do it, you know, but I don't. Ooh, pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna keep these out because this is what we need to build. But I will take a picture of this. I don't know if you guys saw my teaser video for the board. So I had Connor. I was like, Connor, I need you to do something for me. He just kind of looked at me like, what? I was like, I need you to pretend you're calling me on the phone. I need you to like pretend you're like the phone ringing. He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I literally just need you to be in the background going ring, 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 ring. So he looked at me and he was like, bring, bring. And he's like that. I'm like, yeah, that's good enough, right? That's what he helped me with. But yes, we did do the banana phone. Okay. I'm constantly amazed at what people design. This is one of them. Yeah. I guess my question would be, so there's all different types of printing material, but just wondering like why this specific one was picked. So do you guys know fat-free water? So he designed him and when they designed this one, right? Also 3D printed, but he was telling me there's all different types of basically how you print it, the materials you use to print it. It's like this whole rabbit hole. And as someone who like doesn't understand because I don't do it myself, perhaps like explaining why this was picked for those who do, it could be like, oh, I see, that makes sense. But the designer did tell me how they were waiting a little bit, or they were trying to run it, right? It says high temp. I see. But then, like, you know, after everything happened with man, so sad. Let's see. Oh. But basically, like, after the tariffs, right, things kind of changed, which makes sense. So I'm just posting on Blue Sky and Twitter. Twitch. TV. Okay, and then okay. But yeah, the good thing about this build is, yeah, we don't need stabilizers. Oh wait, actually before we assemble, let me show you guys the keycaps. Okay, so here are all the keycaps. Woo! So if you're worried about, you know, not having keycaps to match the board, it is provided. And it's really nice because it looks like you have the they do come with the ones with the line, the F and the J. So that's nice. I actually didn't see any information about, let's see, where these keycaps were from. So maybe the designer can answer that. PBT keycaps from, okay, yeah. Okay, there you guys go. Is this something like, let's see. YMDK. Oh. Oh, I see. So if they wanted to, they could always buy more, right? Got it. If you do exclamation point Deskmat, it will link it to you. It will link it for you. I feel like usually with staggered or like ortho, it's gonna be DSA, right? Usually. Cool. So here you can see these are the DSA yellow ones to match with the board. Pretty close yellow. That's nice. Banana, yeah. I think, so this is the cool thing. It comes with a stand. Right? And then it has some money signs, but it's really cool. So there are magnets on the stand. So let's see. Oh, wait, I get it. So that's what these are for. This is for the stand. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering what these two holes were for, but they're for the stand. So this stand has 3 magnets which attach to the steel plate, and then these have the screws that act as like a standoff or like alignment tabs for it. You have the money sign underneath, and so you just boop, boop, banana. Oh my gosh. Is there a story on why it says hashtag or it's not hashtag, money signs? Hello, Hubert. There's always money in the banana stand. I see. Dang. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not used to this layout, but I'm excited to use it. Oh, also let me check this really quick. So in the build guide, it says check your PCB. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. So even these light up. I didn't realize. So even these circular buttons light up. Oh my gosh. Let's test it real quick. The board uses vial. In case you guys were wondering. Oh my gosh. Hold on. My dog. Come on, baby. I knew as soon as I closed the door, she would want to come in. Oh, oh shoot. I need 2 of these. So basically says to unlock, you need to press these 2 keys. So it'll be this one and this one. So that's right. Okay, hold on. It'd be much easier if I just grabbed a switch, but I'm like determined now. Also, don't forget tonight is movie night. Okay, I'm grabbing a switch. I keep getting it to 75% and then I like slightly move. Oh my gosh. I haven't grabbed the switches I wanted to use for this build yet, but I would just grab them now. I wish I had my banana milk switches still, but I don't. Hold on, let me unplug this real quick. Skill issue. Okay, now it's not happy. Banana keeb and banana mat, yeah. Unlock, fail to communicate with device. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, file's not happy with me. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to unlock the PCB right now and test it, just to make sure it's all working. Okay. I should have tested this earlier, but unfortunately I was very busy this weekend because I had a drink pop up, but so it normally takes me a little bit to prep all my syrups for it. Like it takes me at least like 3 days minimum. And that's because the way I prepare my syrups, like my fruit syrups, is I cut them up and then I put their weight of sugar and I let it separate. So the idea is that it's like sugar fermentation. It's a Korean technique, but it takes a little bit, and depending on like the fruits you use, it could take longer. So that's like my preferred way of doing it, as opposed to like, you know, making a jam from it. Sometimes I feel like when you make fruit jams for drinks or fruit syrups for drinks and you like do more jammy, it takes away some of the flavor. And what you can do to kind of combat that is, you know, like add lemon, because you're cooking a lot of it away, right? So I like to use sugar and just let it separate. Tastes good, but it doesn't really work well for certain fruits. But the point of this is that it just takes a long time. So I always have to like prep a few days ahead of time. Okay, so it's all good. But yeah, this weekend was just especially busy for me because we had the pop-ups. No, I need to buy a few things though. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I wasn't trying to go too crazy, because of traveling to Keep Life. I need to have money for that. Okay, so according to the build guide, test your PCB. Install the nav switch hat onto the PCB. Okay, so I'm assuming this is everything you get with the kit, including the cable. Get the feet. Okay, cool. Cable included, nice. So here's what this will look like when you're installing it. So it is like a rectangular shape. You just align it. Align it the other way? Okay. Okay. So is that what the reference is from? I never played the game. I have a lot of friends who do play it. Oh. I actually put it in the wrong way too. Okay, but now this will go in. Banana, yeah. Okay. Install 48 switches through the switch plate. Got it. So these switches Oh, Cloudy, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the resub. Was the vial thing still on the screen for you guys? My bad. Nikki. These are one of the ones that was recommended. I want to say they're like the Sonia ones. Yeah. It's recommended this one. HMX Sonia's. Sonya. Silly works. Oh god. Oh really? Super scratchy. Who recommended these? Super scratchy. Oh, are they? Is the banana Deskmat part of the key breed? No, sorry. Yes. Wait, you know these two? My parents are watching videos of dogs being groomed. That's why Dodo's barking so much. Because anytime she sees, like, dogs on the TV, she wants to bark to assert her dominance. I just heard my dad go like, "Oh, why does it have a muzzle?" My mom said, "Cause it's like trying to bite the groomer." I got these ones. Let's see. Oh, hardcore. It's funny because I saw HC and my first thought was hardcore, but I was like, surely that's an abbreviation for something else. Earlier, I was saying that Frank has experience with Stagger keyboards, but I don't know why, but I just said, yeah, Frank has EXP with these kind of keyboards. And then I realized, like, not everyone will know what EXP means, so it's funny how it actually was hardcore. So hardcore meaning scratchier and a heavier spring. Did I stop streaming WoW, by the way? My OBS just crashes. It's like I'll stream the raid and then boom, the OBS just dies. It also does this weird thing where it will flicker my monitors, so it's almost like my graphic card, just like, I don't know. Patty, do I have a 3D printer? I do not. I wish. I would go crazy with the one. You guys aren't playing. Yeah. Well, we're gonna farm the AOTC, but yeah, we're not like planning to do hardcore mythic like we did before. But that's like a lot better for me because I don't have that much time to dedicate anymore. I wish. But I still love raiding. Okay, I'm gonna close my door until the ghost she that comes in. Heavy. Oh, Connor. She's here right now. So with these gasket tabs, they don't have like an indent. So when you're putting them in, you just want to make sure to really push them all the way down. So they fit. So I have a job date the day. Yeah, so I was doing streaming and keyboard stuff full time for a little bit, but now I just do, I have like, so I either will take on projects, because before I did all of this, I was doing web dev for a company. Oh gosh. But now I like do my pop-ups and I do other stuff. But okay. So not like a full day job, but I do other stuff now. So I wish like, wait, let me talk about this really quick. So I did just have to push it in like friction fit, right? But it is a very snug fit. As you can see though, the 6 gasket points, or 6 O-ring points. Like that. And then you have to put the rubber because you don't want it to contact this. I mean, the thing is like, Twitch streaming actually brings in like not that much revenue. It's money from like sponsorships or, you know, doing sponsored stuff that really pulls it all together. So like keyboard builds I get paid to do, but like gaming streams I don't. And less people have been subbing on Twitch, I feel like overall. So right there. So as much as I would like to stream on Twitch more, it doesn't really make sense, you know? Like, you basically have to be on other platforms to bring people to your Twitch, because Twitch discoverability is kind of bad. By yourself, I should say. These days, it's all about collabing, and that's kind of how you get more people. Yeah, like you have to be active. No, I'm the only like streamer. I mean, they stream, but it's more like fun, you know. It's not like full time. And I should collaborate with other streamers, but keyboard builders, we've like talked about it, like how can we collab with other keyboard streamers, but it's just like a little difficult because like what could we do, you know? Who builds the fastest and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do it based off of what I saw. Like I would love to stream more for you guys, but realistically, like it doesn't make sense. Cause you stream what, 8 hours? Right? Say you stream like 8 hours. But if you're not getting like constant subs or donations, you know, sometimes it feels like it's better to spend that time doing stuff that can help you, you know, make more money. Does that make sense? And I'd say I'm very lucky because I do have the number of subs that I do, but Twitch takes a cut. That's the thing. That is the biggest thing, is you give me $5, I only get like $2.50 of it, right? Assuming like you don't have like a higher split. But you have to work for the higher split. So, well, you guys think like you're giving me $5. Realistically, you're only giving me like what? Like 3 or 4, depending on your split. And that's rough. I feel like if you wanted to go full-time on Twitch, you would realistically have to average around like on subs alone. On subs alone, I would say comfortably it would have to be like I don't know, lowball and like 700 subs and above to just live off of like Twitch alone. And if you're like, that's a lot, but it is a lot, but Twitch takes like such a large cut that like the reason a lot of like streamers are able to do what they are doing is not based on subs alone. It's like the sponsorships that you can get. But just like on subs alone without like sponsorships and all that, I'd say comfortably you would have to have like 700 subs. But I guess it depends like where you're living too, right? Fastest build ever? It was pretty fast, but it is not that many keys, so. Pop-up did not do very well because it was unfortunately the same time as a UT game. And everyone was doing that. Or a lot of people were avoiding the area because of that too. Oops, I think this is in the wrong spot. today I like talked to my trainer. I was like, so what do you think about the like did you watch the UT game? And he like looked at me and gave me a big sigh and he's like, listen, Patrice. That's what he calls me. He's like, I'm not even a UT fan, but this new quarterback, he's just like ripped into this quarterback. He's just like, you know, we had this guy, but then, you know, one season he like got injured, so then they swapped him out and then they brought in this guy and then they won the game and then all of a sudden everyone wanted that quarterback out and they wanted this quarterback in. And you know, it's like our biggest game of the season and like we like lost. So he's just like complaining about all of it. He's like, and this wasn't even he was going ham. He was like unleashing. And I was just like, oh, yeah? Like, but basically, there was a UT game, so we're guessing that's why it wasn't very busy. I mean, I met other vendors. But yeah, kind of sad, but that's how it is sometimes. I'm just glad that I was invited in the first place, you know. But I got good feedback. That was nice. Okay, so the reason why you want to install this part first is because it's really low. So if you were to try and screw it in, it wouldn't be good. Hence why you would install the knob first. Let's see, build guide says place case driver, install, aim for locations opposite. Right. Yeah, that's fine, just let me know. So we don't want to cover this. I'm gonna wait to install the feet. I don't know where I want it. Let's see. Pretty sturdy. I will say, I will tell the designer that I wish there was a way to like put, I'm not sure if it comes with it. Maybe like some kind of cover for the screws. Because if you like end up missing, you could like make like the little scratches right here. Maybe some kind of like cover for that. Ooh. Okay. All right. Yeah, some type of rubber. Okay. Cool. Now I can plug it in. Just so it doesn't like scratch. Because the magnets are very strong to make sure it stays, but then you could make like small scratches like that on the case. Oh, it lives! It lives! So this board is very flat. There's no like typing degree. It's just whoop, which is fine, but just to let you guys know. Okay, this is so... Where's the delete button? Let's see, file. I'm gonna remap some of these keys. Oh, found it. Yeah, that is true. I have one of the file windows that are still open. I'm trying to find it to close it. It's just not happy with me. Okay, I finally closed it all. Arguably, it's pretty angled in others. Yep. Okay. So, if I want this... where would it be? Oh, you have a lot. Let's see, backlight. So... I just want it to be... Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. So this bottom row is for this middle part. So 5-key switch, right? Oh, okay. So matrix tester. So up. Oh, unlock. Shoot. Right here. Okay, so watch. Ooh, so you could do this. Which almost feels like a joystick. That's cool. And then pressing it down is a key. Okay, so let me just check all these. Oh, God! I should have done that. It did not like that. My computer did not like that. Cool. Okay, so let's remap this. Backside delete, that's fine. This is the enter key, okay. Oh, okay. This is the RGB toggle. I see. Is there RGB mode? Let's see. I'm gonna change this to RGB mode for now. Let's see if it changes. It does. One color. The RGB controls are in a lower layer, okay? Oh, right here. Okay, what are my layer keys? This one? Okay. This one or this one? Okay. So would you do... Okay, I found it. Okay, this is just a solid color. Oh, Okay. It's so bright. Oh, let me turn it down. Okay, cool. Okay. Enter. Cool. Alright. Let's do a quick typing test. Yeah, this was a really fast build, huh? Because there's no stabilizers. Those stabilizers just makes your life so easy as a keyboard builder. No chat's like, what the hell? Yeah, there it is. I think it's nice. Okay, let's do monkey type. But are you saying that you had something else for me? Oh, you finally got your switches from Australia? Wow. Too honey. Do you guys know that I won the Yuzu bongo? I'm so excited. It's perfect. If I had Yuzu bongo, I'd use it right now. Yeah. Hold on. So this is with... Oh, someone already changed it. Wow. Who did that? Okay, give me a sec. Are you guys? So today we're building the banana keyboard. We're using HMX Sonia switches. These are DSA PBT keycaps. And this is a 3D printed plate and keyboard. But it has a steel backing. Here you go. Also, as a disclaimer, I'm probably gonna type a lot slower, but we'll see. Can you tell I was pressing right here for B? I'm so used to Alice. Yeah, so as a disclaimer, map push to B. Should I just shift this all over? Oh, should I? B? Wait, really? I guess that is the way, right? Yeah, so as a disclaimer, this is not a layout that I'm used to typing on. As you could see, it wasn't too bad. I think with more practice, I could definitely get used to it. However, um, not having the right hand B is a little disorienting, especially as like an Alice main. But I mean, this didn't feel too bad, right? I will say that I did have to adjust a little bit to make sure that, yeah, it doesn't clip. That's okay. There's no angle, it's flat. You could potentially buy like your own angle feet if you want like the slight angle, but as you can see, the feet it comes with is going to be flat. The board itself is flat. The keycaps are also flat. It's not an issue for me personally, but if you are someone who wants like a little bit of angle, you could buy angled feet, right? But yeah. Cool. Okay, let's talk about the board. But this was a very fast build, but it's because there's no stabilizers. Stabilizers takes me freaking forever. It's also a small board, right? So installation was fast, putting the switches in was fast, no stabilizers, so it was fast, but it took me about like an hour to put together. But I have heard that that's one of the good things about these kind of boards is that it doesn't take that long to build. So that was actually really nice, right? Like I spent so long like putting or building it only to like take it apart and redo it over and over again, but this one was pretty straightforward. But yeah, so you guys are interested, this is the banana keyboard. Woo! So the layout, this was so fast, I know, right? You said this was 3D printed, so could you print the bottom case? So it is open source. So theoretically, if you wanted to, you could, right? If you wanted to, you could. But not the back plate though, because the back plate is steel. So I'm guessing what you would have to do is you would have to print the case maybe to have, I don't know, you would have to figure something out. But this part's not 3D printed, right? This is a steel case, steel bottom piece. I'm not quite sure how you would do that, but I guess technically you could. Hey, Oxy. Good morning. Yeah. It is open source though, so the possibilities are there for you if you know how to do all that. I personally don't, but um, if you have that knowledge, then yes, you can get this file and you can figure something out. But yeah, banana keyboard. So here is the top. This is where the USB port is. This is really cool. So that's like the front of the board. This is the bottom of the board. It is a split keyboard, right? And then here, so I said encoder earlier, but it's actually a 5-point switch. So the designer, instead of going for the joystick, right, made it into 5 points. So 5 points meaning up, down, left, right, and then you could press it down. So pressing it down does something. Yeah, the USB port location is really cute, right? But these are your space bars, right? But they're small enough so you don't need stabilizers, but everything else is going to be 1U keys, right? And then aside from all these keys, then yeah, you have these that you can remap to whatever you want. So the top case is 3D printed, right? But then when you look at the bottom, this is actually a steel plate, right? And the board has no visible screws. It actually uses magnets, right? So the magnets are actually on the 3D printed side, and then it attaches onto the steel plate, right? I know, right? It's so cute. Check this out. So how you open it, it's very, very neat because as you open like a banana from up top, you do the same thing here, right? You would grab it from up top and then, you know, open it. Oh. So it has magnets on my nails. I have very soft nails, so it's a little difficult, but you would open it like this and you can see, right? So for the magnets, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 magnets to keep it together, right? You have this rubber piece, and this is to prevent like the PCB shorting out from the steel back plate. So you can take that off. The board does use 6 small O-rings, and here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know, we were talking about earlier, and I was like, I don't want to talk about it. If you say it opens from right here, I don't want to talk to you. But basically it friction fits into the case, but here you can like slowly push it out like that. And then here you can see the little tiny O-rings, right? I will say that when you friction fit it in, I also opened it from the stem. Oh my god. When you friction fit it in, it is pretty tight fit, but you can see that these parts have been printed so that there's a slightly bigger opening on the top, right? So yeah. Bananas? Monkeys open bananas from the bottom, so clearly that is the correct way. Yeah, but who's smarter, us or monkeys? So I would argue humans eat more bananas. Hello, Elvin. Hello, Conan. But yeah, so when you're friction fitting it in, it is a pretty tight fit. So you just want to kind of do it like evenly. Wow, banana? Yeah. I'm sorry, YouTube. I just saw it. But yeah, so you just push it in like this. So if you're wondering how far you would need to push it in, I'd say just check out where the USB is, like, right? And it should just stop. Like that. And then after you've installed all your switches again, or you've installed all your switches, just put it in. So you want to make sure that this rubber piece is flat. And then from here, you can just snap it on like that. So the anchor points to basically help you align would just be the edge of the 3D case itself. And if you're wondering what these holes are for right here, these are actually for the stand. So it uses a magnetic stand, and these holes are for the anchor points for this, right? So you want to be careful if you're trying not to scratch it. The magnets are pretty strong, but basically you would align it with it. It needs the alignment tabs, but you just want to be careful, align it. Designers said that they can look into like adding something to make sure it doesn't scratch your case, but the stand, here's a stand, and here is the keyboard. So you can display it. I could change those to nylon screws to prevent, I think that would be a good change, yeah. I do think that would be a good change. Especially if it's just used for alignment. But yeah. I'd say like it's so crazy like how close this is. Let me shift it a little bit. It doesn't quite like touch it, but it is crazy close. Okay. Nice. So what I mean by that is what I was referring to is if you look how close it is. It's so close. But that's like the gasket. So you can kind of like shift it just to make sure it doesn't touch, but nice. This was a really fast build, so we're gonna look at the product page, and you can see everything you get. It's the banana, I know, right? It's so cute. Whoops. Uh-oh. I've set it into bootloader mode. On. So it uses ASA printing, and it has a steel backplate, and the silicone, it uses a rubber plate, or a rubber backing, sorry. But I don't know if ASA printing means anything to you. If it does, then that's what they ended up going with for your reference. I'm just making sure the gaskets go on, or the O-rings go on correctly. There's a build guide. Everything is also open source, so if you decide that you want to make like your own colorway, or you want to do like modifications to it, you can. Okay. These magnets are also very strong, so... Okay. Nice. Okay, so let's look at the product page. The board is actually live now. Designer actually opened it early. And they were nice enough to give us a discount code. So if you buy it, and if you use code XXW, short for Xing Xing Wang, you can get 5% off. So we're gonna look at the product page real quick. So here it is. So it is live now. It's supposed to go live tomorrow, but they opened it early. So thank you for opening it early. Yeah, so this is the product page. This is the designer, same name in chat. But here they say, you know, here's all the details, 48 glorious RGB. The RGB for this one, the LEDs are North RGB, for those who are wondering. Ask our press checkout, yeah. But basically the kit, if you decide to buy the kit, right, it comes with keycaps. So all you need are your own switches. Potassium not included. Right hand B also not included, unfortunately. That's a learning curve I have to get used to. But here's all the features. So 48 keys, it uses vial. So this is the four-wave nav switch, but it's 5, including the, so you can press it down. So it's like the 5th. Hello, Dash. Uses the gasket mount silicone rubber. So it's like the small O-rings, right? Are the separate case, kit, and PCB listings part of the group buy? Yeah, so here's like the PCB. And then this is the kit. Wait, there's multiple product pages. Yeah, okay. So here are the banana kit options. So here they also talk about, so the print it yourself, so this one being the cheapest, will include the gasket, magnets, polycarbonate nav switch, and steel bottom. However, you will need to print the case top and switch plate, and they tell you what kind of bed size you need for your printer, and then also what material that they recommend and the scale. So that's really nice. I think that's really nice. Okay, so to print it yourself, you get the PCB, and you get everything you need to assemble it except for the switch case and the case top. This one, which is what we have, right? Oh, this one does not come with a stand either. This one, this is the one we have. So if you're interested in this kit, it is 175. However, if you just want everything pre-assembled, you don't want to do any work, you just want to open it and be ready to go, you can get it pre-assembled for 225. Can you buy the stand separate? I don't think so. If you get this one, this is all you get. If you get the print it yourself, this is all you get. If you buy this one, this is what, so this is the kit we got. Oh, The stand's not in this photo, but it's okay. And then this is what you would get fully assembled. I think he's just asking. No, you can't use it for other keeps. Yeah, the printing yourself, the stand comes with it. I'm assuming it'll come with it, I should say. Yeah. Where is it? So right here. Yeah, right here. Oh, no, NC was asking if the file was provided. So, but if it wasn't provided, like if they could buy it separately, that's what he was asking. But if the files are provided, then they don't need to buy it separately. Yeah. But yeah, this is the build guide that I used. It's really cool. They tell you. And you're saying you used ASA because it's higher heat tolerance, or like versus like the ABS? It's actually a good thing that oh, you okay, I see. Oh yes, the UV resistance, right? Oh, Garby, hello. Thank you for the raid. Hello, readers. I just finished building the banana keyboard. Check it out. Whoa. Whoa. 1 million raiders. Yeah, thanks, Garby. Hello, raiders. This might be my next buy. It's so cute, right? It's so good. I'm a big fan of really weird looking keyboards, but it has to be like cute in some way. I know that might sound like weird to say, but um I love this. Like, I'm not used to this layout, but I would learn how to use this layout for the sake of being able to use this board. Yeah, right? Laz scared me from finishing a keyboard build. What did he do? But yeah, the group buy actually is open right now. If you decide to buy it, you can use code XXW for 5% off. So this group buy is open from September 1st and September 31st, so open for a month. And it says estimate shipping day will be January 2026. I did have a question. If they did the print it yourself, would they get that faster? Or is it everything estimated around that time? Nothing, I'm innocent. I love that the USB cable goes into the stem, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't sure. The PCB are the longest lead time items, so kit choice won't affect dates. Got it. Got it. So it's like no matter which one, right? Hi Jedi. This is a funny board. Yeah, I just built it. For those for the raiders who are just joining, the TLDR is that this is the banana keyboard. It is a split and it is 3D printed, right? Oh, hello! You're from, oh man. You're from Gil's stream, right? Hello. We actually just built this keyboard, so I was just wrapping up talking about it. But this is the banana keyboard. So starting price, if you print it yourself, is $150. However, if you want the board, but provide your own switches, it's $175. But then if you want it all pre-assembled, it's $225. Is that who you rated? Yes? No. It's something ramen? Oh my goodness. He said his name was Gil, but it was his Twitch name was something ramen. No, not ramen. Noodles! Linston noodles! Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, noodles, ramen is like close enough. Yes, yeah. I rated Linston noodles. Ramen Champ, no. Ramen Champ's a different streamer. But yeah, so this kit that I have, it starts at $175. 3D printed top case and switch plate. However, the back is a steel plate. The board is held together by magnets, and it uses like O-ring gaskets with 6 mounting points. What else is there? It's just so cute. I keep looking at it. The board does come with a stand right here. So that's cool. The USB port goes in the right side of the banana that you open. Like, there's a debate whether you open the banana from this side or this side. And I'm of this side gang. But people have hit me with, well, monkeys open it from this side. Therefore, they're right. You know, if a monkey is also like scratching its butt and then, you know, picking its nose and then eating its boogers, would you say they're right? Like, be so for real right now, okay? Like, anyways. But it comes with this banana, or the stand. And then look. It uses magnets. Whoop. So this is what it would look like, but I probably should not hold it like that. Right there. So that's what it looked like. It also comes with stickers. Yeah, so here's everything else it comes with. Comes with the feet, comes with this to put the knob on. It comes with a cable, and then comes with stickers. And it comes with keycaps. Whoop, whoop. I feel like I need to calm down on key purchases, but also I need this desperately. Well, it's $175. That's like 2-ish artisans. 2 or 3-ish artisans. I mean, obviously spend wisely, but I feel like you won't. Like, this is such a unique one. I love it. Is that a Beltro card? Yes. Also, apparently the stand is in Arrested Development. I mean, spend responsibly, but... However, so this is a shameless plug, but if you do decide to buy it, you can use my link, or you can use code XXW for a nice 5% discount. So depending on the kit you buy, you get a nice 5% discount. And it comes with keycaps, which is very rare for boards, I feel. Like, all you would need to do is have your own switches. And it was fast. And there was no stabilizers. And it has bling bling. Did I have it already? Yeah, I had this already. If you do exclamation point Deskmat, it links you to it, the Deskmat. To the Deskmat. And if you're like, I don't know, I kind of want to like try it. If we're going to Keeb Life in California next weekend, I will be there with this. So you can try it out. I know, it's like the hardest thing about this board is now I actually might remap this to be the enter key. I'm seriously considering it. I should have bought a banana. So I could be like banana, banana, banana. My corn has trained me for this moment. Oh, I didn't show you guys, but I'm gonna show you guys right now. But look at the PCB. Oh, there's not like a full-size photo, but yeah, RGBKB says that right B is blasphemous, but as a Alice user, like, what the heck? So assembly disassembly is pretty fast. Look at the PCB itself. Oops, there's the logo. Cute. Oh wait, I actually forgot to read this. Let me just do it really quick. So board was fully designed by RGBKB, modified from a concept by Sam Buddy. Had all the prototyping done, but then tariffs happened, so basically took some time to find someone to do high quality 3D printed case without like jacking up the price. And the center nav, instead of joystick, they used the 4-point switch or 5-point switch because they were worried about stick drift. Design's also fully open sourced. And then all the technical details are on the website. Nice. Oh, I included a QR. Okay, so that's what that was. But yeah, if you are at Keeb Life, I will be there. That's in Pasadena next weekend. And I will be bringing this. And then if you guys are interested, the group buy is actually open now. The designer opened it a little bit early. So if you wanted to buy it, you could buy it now. Or if you wanted to wait to see it in person, I will be at Keeb Life. I don't know if other creators will be covering it. I don't know who else. Let me know if remapping the middle switch to B helps with your crimes. It will. Did I find it to be comfy? I did. As someone who is not used to this angle, as you could see, I didn't have an invalid test for typing that slow. So let me put this right here for now. Wait, that's right. You could have had another B, and it would make sense because it's a banana keyboard. So I feel like the banana keyboard needed the extra B because it's a banana keyboard. You gotta have as much B's as possible. Someone asked earlier if you could print it with a different split, and the answer would be no, because the PCB, you would have to change the PCB. So, unfortunately. And then someone also asked for like it's made out of, oh my god, why am I blinking? It's made out of ASA. Counterpoint? There's only one B in banana. Yeah, but that's invalid. We're not. Counterpoint ignored. For the sake of this argument, ignored. ASA, it's similar to ABS but UV resistant. Yeah. Oh, one thing I will note is that the case is basically 0 degrees, right? And so the keycaps do stick out like this, right? Just to let you guys know. It not an issue, but ooh. That's a little cold for a banana. But yeah, that's the build. It was really fast. Thank you, RGBKB, for actually reaching out to me and letting me build it. I'm sorry for the little hiccup at the beginning of the stream. I like completely missed the QR code. But if you guys are interested, it is live now. And then if you want to see a person, be a Keyblade. Thank you for answering all the questions. I don't know which other content creators are building it, so I can't tell you who else will be, but the group buy is open now, so thanks for building. Thank you. Of course. Of course. Thank you for walking us through and answering all the questions. I'm excited. I'm gonna learn how to type on it, even though it doesn't have the extra B, but who are the old people? I think it's just you and Steve. Oh, I will say, if you guys really wanted to know my thoughts about it, I think there are a lot of clever things. So the USB port being right here rather than like in the center, right? It being right here was like a really nice touch. The build process was really fast, really simple. I did note some changes that I think would be good to make. So basically changing these to something like softer so it doesn't scratch the board. The designer will also be putting where they got the keycaps from. So if you wanted to buy like more, right, or different ones, they'll provide you where they source that from. Banana, hello, Pupper. What else? I think it's a great board. I mean, I'm biased because I just think it's a very novelty board, right? And it's always really fun seeing the creative ways designers come up with, like, you know, different layouts, but making it cool or clever or, cute. And I am a fan of irregular shapes, and I feel like 3D printing is impressive in the same way that I find acrylic impressive, is that there are so many different shapes or irregular shapes that you can make with boards, right? And so this one is a prime example. And the board, while it is 3D printed, I feel like the steel plate being provided makes it feel quote unquote like more premium. And then I like that even though this isn't the joystick, I do think this 4-point or 5-point switch is still very good, right? And then I didn't mention this, but if you look at the knob, it actually curves in, so it's really nice for your fingers. So your finger rests in it, right? So you can boop, 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 boop. So it almost functions the same as a joystick, but it's really nice that your fingers just kind of slides in, right? So it's not like your traditional knob. So this is not going to turn, which is why the anchor point for it is a square, right? And then, yeah, I don't know. It also lights up. But I think it's really nice that the knob, you know, curves downwards so your fingers fit into it. So if you want to, like, you know, play games, right? You don't have to worry about your finger going whoop and like off of it, because it is, you know, like a cubby for your finger. And then the fact that like they did, you know, these being like the two-toned 3D printed. I don't know how hard it is to do that, but I don't know, there's just a lot of like different elements throughout the board that I think was really nice, a really nice touch. And yeah, the steel plate makes it feel like a lot more like premium, and not that it's just, oh, it's just like a 3D printed keyboard, but it's like, oh wow, that's a 3D printed keyboard, like that's cool, you know? So I was very impressed with it. Also no stabilizers, so that's cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts. And that's actually the end of it. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to the designer. I'll post this on my Instagram. Oh, actually, let me link the designer's Instagram. So if you guys wanted to follow them and follow along like more projects, because they have had a bunch of split keyboard projects. Hello, I hear. Hello, Kill Switch. I mean, not Kill Switch, multi-kill, sorry. Hello. Oh man. Paste. So that is the designer. If you guys wanted to follow their Instagram for more projects. I don't know if they have a Discord. Let's see. Oh, there is a Discord. Cool. Oh, oh, oh. Accept. Oh, oh. Here is a Discord link if you guys want to follow along for their keyboards. I don't know why it has my referral link in the Discord link. That's so funny. But it should still work. I'm so sorry. It's because the website has my affiliate link, and so I clicked the Discord from the affiliate link site, and then it just stayed on there. But yeah, if you guys are interested, Group Buy is live now. If the stream, you know, if the stream introduced you, or if you're like on the fence, but the stream convinced you to buy it, please consider using my code XXW or my link. And yeah, that's it. Side note, we are doing a movie night in my Discord. And I also wanted to say thank you to my chat for not making any banana jokes, like inappropriate banana jokes. I'm very surprised you guys were well behaved today, so thanks for that. Finn, thank you for the tier 3. Hello. Hello. Question mark. Why are you guys question marking me? I didn't even know you started streaming. The stream ping went out. Did it not? Did my bot not ping you guys? Wait, it did. It did. That's okay. That's fine. You can make a banana for scale joke now using this other. Yeah. I made a cringe video. No, It wasn't even cringe. It's not a cringe video. I made a video, like the banana phone, but my life motto for the rest of the year is don't kill the part, don't kill the cringe, kill the part that cringes. So, yeah. It's not cringe, it's just a banana phone joke. To be cringe is to be free. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. No, we're off the clock now. We're off the clock now, so you guys can make all your jokes, and I don't care. Oh wait,